actually move this over here. All right, so today I just kind of wanted to go over kind of like a stretch routine, and my mobility sucks really, really bad right now. So of course that's the first thing you want to work on is mobility, you know, where you need to work on your stretching, getting the knots out. You don't want to do any overextending, all that kind of stuff. I've been injured so much in the past that at some point you have to address the issues that are debilitating or impacting your performance throughout the day. And whenever you do your fitness, whenever you do your workouts, whenever you're just moving around all day, all that crap affects you and it accumulates over time. And so, see, as you can see here, my lower back, I can get down pretty low, but then I sacrifice my low back. And I'm just noticing this now, where you can see where I get that butt wink, right? Because my low back doesn't want to bend forward with the squat. And see here, it's fine. But when you get that butt wink, or at least what I'm finding out is it's a combination of either my tight hip flexors, you know, something in the hips, my see if it does it again. Pretty sure it just looks really bad right here. See, I don't know if you guys can see. I'm sure you can, but just in the comments section, if you guys can pinpoint out what exactly is happening there, if that looks good to you or doesn't. To me, it looks like and feels like whenever I go down for a squat, it always feels like right when I get down to that, you know, the uncomfortable area where you can't go down anymore, but you want to, your upper back kind of does a rounding just to kind of compensate, which obviously is bad over time, and that's not the way that you want to do it. And I wanted to do this recording today just to kind of go over, you know, see what I can improve on. And if you guys have recommendations, shoot them down in the comments section. The more that we share footage like this, the better we can help the people like myself and like other people who are wanting to improve in their well-being overall. But yeah, like I was saying, those hip flexors, right? And then a combination of the quadratus lumborum, my opinion, I think my QL is just super, super wrecked and super tight. And there's a combination. Here comes the Doge. The combination with the QL and hip flexors, I'm kind of dialing those in with some help from Knees Over Toes guys, his videos. When he goes into detail about really trying to stretch the knees out, but at the same time, those stretches, trying to get your hamstring to touch the back of your calf. I've been really trying to get that dialed in to make sure that the flexibility is there in the calf, in the Achilles tendon. You know, of course, before moving on to loading up any real kind of weight. This right here, I'm really getting some, I remember I've been getting some pain down there in the quad area. And I think it also feels like pain in the hip flexors as well. The dog, he loves to play frisbee. Doge loves frisbee. So right here, I'm just kind of exploring the extent to which I can keep my back straight while also trying to get that hip hinge. I guess you would call this a good morning. I think that's pretty, like, right there is actually where I'm just trying to breathe into it to try to get some more flexibility going, just to kind of open it up a little bit. And then you can see as it kind of, yeah, pretty much stop there. That's as far as I can go. Man, I can't stress enough how important it is to, when you start working out and you start wanting to, get your fitness levels maybe the way you used to be in high school, right? Maybe you used to be in such good shape, or maybe you're just trying to get in the best shape of your life. The importance of having a really strong base, flexibility, just doing it right, doing the proper motions, and having proper technique is freaking everything. Because if you're not having any of that, if you don't utilize proper technique, and you keep on lifting wrong, and you pulling and pushing and all this stuff, it accumulates over time, and sooner or later you're going to end up with injuries. I'm not a professional by any means, but I think we can all agree on, man, we really have to work on those proper movements before loading up the body. I can remember back about 2012, 2013, when I even just made a wrong movement. I was sitting on the bus, and I got up. I was on my way to work, and I got up, and as soon as I stood up, I felt a sharp pain in my low back. I don't know, just from standing up. I don't know what it was from. I don't know how it happened, but I had to get off the bus immediately, 20 minutes away from work, like halfway on the bus transportation. I just stopped in the middle of downtown city, and I was just like, shit, what? How did it come to this? When you get injured and you're just like, damn, how did I get here? I feel like I've been doing everything right. What, then you have to go back. You have to go back and figure out what it is you were doing. If I recollect where I did something wrong, it was probably from lifting TVs when I worked at the electronics store, and trying to lift TV boxes without proper form, and all the lifting with my low back that accumulated over a number of years, and then one day, boom, just brutal pain. I don't know what it feels like, a herniation of the disc in the low back or what, but just over time, you have to really take care of yourself. And this is actually my first YouTube video upload. Well, not my first one, but the first one regarding fitness. And I just felt like, there's so many channels out there, and we're all trying to help each other become the best version of ourselves. And I want to join that wave and share my experience with you guys, so that you guys don't make the same mistakes I did, and hopefully you can bounce around in the YouTube cosmos and have this video here to kind of give you an idea of, like a reference point when you're trying to become the best version of yourself. We're all trying to become the best versions of ourselves, and the more that we share our experiences and cover those little details, we're all able to basically create a science of, you know, experiences and connection through the through the videos that we share. I mean, how many times have you been looking for a video and you're just digging and digging and digging, and finally it might not even be related. What you're looking for might not even be related to the subject matter. Like if you're looking for motivation, well, because you can find motivation anywhere, but the point I'm trying to make is I feel like we should all be sharing content. You know? There's so much we can learn from each other, and so much we can learn about ourselves. And the more we share our experiences and work towards bettering ourselves, we better everyone else around us. And yeah. What am I doing here? Is it doing some overhead press? Let's see. This is a one take, by the way. I'm just going right through it. I don't even feel like doing like a second take. Let's just record this on the fly. I did watch this earlier, but this is my second time watching it. I see overhead presses. I think right here to me it looks like my upper back is a little too far back. And so I'm not getting that ultimate like full reach from the lats. Like you can see my back is arched a little bit too far back. The bar and my arms are going up straight, but my back is pitched too far to the left. And I think that's because of the arching issue and the quadratus lumborum and hip flexor issue that I'm going through with. I can't fully extend my arms over my head straight up. That's probably a separate issue, but ultimately everything's connected, you know. I think that might be an issue either with my chest, limitation in the front chest, in the pec major, pec minor, or rotator cuff. I'll tell you what, the fitness journey is like nothing else. There is just, you know, hopefully the failures that we all go through are not permanent. You know, when it comes to lifting, again, we don't want to create permanent damage. Permanent gains is nice, right? We want to create permanent gains, so that takes consistency and repetition. You got to keep at it. But we don't want to do anything to limit our capabilities through injury. And you know, that's ultimately what I'm getting after here. Yeah, I'm super excited to see where this goes. In the comments section, and tell me what you guys are looking for in your own fitness journey. What kind of videos that you'd like to see me cover, or even videos that you want to cover yourself. Some in the comments. But yeah, that's gonna wrap this up. You guys take care. See you in the next one.